in the house. The new Tejano female sensation. She is the new sweetheart of Tejano music. No, you can't hear it. You can't hear it. We're good. I got you, man. You got this. You get the feedback. No, it's not no feedback. Actually, we have everything adjusted just right.
I don't have headphones on, so we'll have double. I'm gonna hear that.
You're gonna hear it, but yeah. But we don't hear it, right? What's up, Alize? I got some coffee in the kitchen.
I'm so sorry, guys. Please forgive me. I didn't go to bed till like 5 o'clock in the morning, so I'm yawning a lot.
No. You're good. But see, that's just to show how busy you are. You know, you're doing interviews. You're doing a lot of stuff, you know, in the Tejano music industry. And first of all, I want to welcome you to Revolution Radio. Thank you for giving me an opportunity to get this exclusive interview. I got jealous because you went somewhere else, but no.
No, thank you, DJ Casper. It's a pleasure to be here, and I'm excited to do this interview with you guys.
Now, you got a lot of people. I know you can't see the screen on this side, but there's a lot of people that are tuning in, and they're asking for the song Loca Por Ti. We're going to go ahead and play that here shortly. Daniel Boom's joining us. He's going to be also.
Sure.
He's a legend here in the Dallas Metroplex area. We go back many years. As far as 89.3 KNON, he was one of the original DJs there.
Yeah, and I was there for like 20 years. So.
20 years. Yeah, he didn't have a beard. He didn't have a mustache. And as the years went by.
Since I was 15.
Since 15, right? But
shout out to DJ Rebel out there. Got us locked in.
Okay, let's go ahead and send some shout outs. We got DJ B, and he's part of Revolution Radio as well. Israel Garza, he's tuning in all the way from San Jose, California. And let me see, TDK El Mero Monte. And then he's saying, what's up? I believe he's from Carrizo Springs, if I'm not mistaken. He used to be one of my regulars on a different station. DJ Chris Knights also got us locked in right here. Edward Aguilar, aquí de Ciudad de Dallas. We got Jenny, Melinda Reyes. Sergio Barbosa is also hanging out with us. John Saldana, and several more people. And so they're all tuning in. They were waiting for you.
Hello, everybody.
And they came over here, but I told them I didn't have any tacos, you know, because I went shopping and I didn't want to buy any tacos. So anyhow, so introduce yourself.
Hello, everybody. My name is Alize. I'm 19 years old. I'm a new upcoming Tejano artist. And yeah, I'm very blessed and I'm very grateful to be in this industry and do what I love and have a passion for. So,
you know, the funny thing about it, it was a coincidence how we met, and it was actually in Houston.
Yes.
You know, and it was with David Olivares Buscando Talento, and I was hired, I guess, like on the 4th show, I think, that he did to be his DJ out there. And you're one of the contestants. And, you know, I'm just there minding my own business, getting everything ready, because you know how David was, you know, like, you know, and he always put me on blast, didn't he? Casper, are we ready? Casper, I'm like, Casper? And I'm like, yeah, you know? Anyway, so.
My brother's a true diva.
Huh?
I said my big brother is a true diva.
You know, shout outs going out to David Olivares as well.
Absolutely.
And so I spoke to Gabi, and she told me to give you a big hug. So I'll give you a big hug after the interview. But getting back to the story real quick, when he introduced you on the stage, and he said, "Oh, we got Alize from Dallas," and I looked, I'm like, "Oh yeah," I was like, "Yeah, Dallas, yeah," you know, I was like, "Yeah," you know, I was like your number one cheerleader right there on stage, you know, and so. And then I remember one time David cracked a joke and I'm like, "Oh, so you don't know DJ Casper?" And you said, "No." "Oh, that's probably because he was in jail, you know." And so, but I mean, it was just, but that's the connection that DJs and artists have. You know,
right.
we have a relationship, and I know a lot of people, they get starstruck and they're like, "Oh man, that's David Olivares," or you know, like, "Oh, Joe Lopez," you know, or
right.
you know, or like Michael Salgado, you know.
Right.
So. I got to hear you, and I think you should have won the contest. That's my personal opinion. You know, you made it to the final 3, and of course, what's the artist that inspired you? I know you played a lot of, you sang Elsa Garcia, Shelly, and who else?
Laura Canales.
Laura Canales.
Yes. Ever since I was I'd say Shelly has inspired me a lot. Not only as an artist, but like lyrically wise. And her songs, she puts she puts a lot of emotion in when she writes, and whenever she sings, she just has like that sentimiento. You can tell she does what she loves.
Well, it's a feeling and passion.
Absolutely. Yes.
Okay, it's just like with anybody, you know. Everybody has their own style. You know, I know what's one of your favorite artists that you can say you can listen to over and over, and they always bring something different to the stage.
Yeah, there's several artists out there, you know. One, of course, that my wife loves is Alize. She's been singing for so many years, and she reinvents herself like every other year. And so, you know, it's good to have that. And what inspired you at a young age to get into Tejano music?
I basically grew up listening to Tejano music ever since I was little. So as I grew up listening to it, I listened to it more, and that's when it grew even more. I started listening learning Tejano music. I started learning new music of Tejano, and then I started posting videos, and that's when it went from there. And you know, I'm still learning, you know, still about the Tejano. I'd say the Tejano culture.
The culture,
more,
the genre.
The genre of it more. But yeah.
So it was mainly a big influence from your parents that would listen to Tejano music.
Yeah, like
in the mornings cleaning and stuff, right?
Yes, absolutely. we listening to like Intocable, Shelly, Signo, Elida, just a lot of Ram, Jay Bettis, a lot of them. So I grew up listening to them because of my mom, my dad, and my grandma. And my grandma's a huge Laura Canales fan. She loves Laura Canales.
Yeah, one of the legends right there.
Absolutely.
And so does anybody else in your family sing, or you just were inspired to sing?
My grandpas were musicians. They were in a group called Los Tesoros de Samuel Ramos. So my great-great-grandpa, he would toca the guitar, and my grandpa Popo, he would play the drums, and they would both sing, but unfortunately they passed away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So sometimes they say like the notch it skips a generation. So it probably went from your grandparents, and then now it skipped your parents, and it went to you. So hopefully you can carry on the torch for your family out there, since it runs in your blood and your history.
Thank you so much.
Yeah.
One thing that I admire about Alize is that you're originally here from Dallas, right? Or where are you originally from?
I'm originally from Sarasota, Florida, but we moved here to Dallas like about a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So you grew up with Tejano music out there in Florida?
Yes.
Okay, so that's awesome. Okay.
That just shows how big Tejano is.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah, and for you to make the move here to Texas to pursue it, did you move? Is that something that you wanted to do? You came to Texas?
We came here to pursue it. You know.
Oh wow.
We thought, you know, there would be more opportunities, you know, and we thought, you know, let's try that. Let's take that opportunity. So we moved here, and gracias a Dios, everything has been going really well, and I'm very blessed of everything that's been happening. It's just crazy, you know. Like I first started at Buscando Talento. First started posting videos, and then I went to Buscando Talento audition, and I made it. And the fact that now I'm right here, you know, and then being able to be nominated for Tejano Mundial, it's nothing like what I could ever imagine. It just feels like a dream.
It's a blessing.
It's crazy. It's a blessing.
It's a true blessing right there. Yeah. Real quick, we got Gabi out here. She says, "Aquí estoy, corazón," and she's sending you well wishes right here on Facebook.
Gabi, I love you.
So she's got us tuned in. Also, real quick, a ver qué más.
Freddy Fernandez has got us locked in as well, watching.
Yeah, Freddy Fernandez, Steven Martinez with
Don't mess it up. Don't mess it
No,
up.
I know I can't mess it up. He's with the Pancho Pistolas.
There you go.
Yeah, he's with Pancho Pistolas. Shouts going out to Steven Martinez, who's got us locked in right here. Of course, let me see who else do we got. El Fonzi, Chris Nunez, also he's with our station. Of course, the owner, Chris, DJ Revo.
I thought you called him El Fonzi. I'm like,
No. We have another
that's
guy,
somebody
El
else.
Fonzi. Yeah, somebody else, El Fonzi. Yeah.
Does he have a
Fonzi.
new nickname?
No. We also got Freddy Fernandez as well. Valerie Perez is tuned in. Thomas Sanchez. And so you got a lot of people jumping on right now on Facebook. Romy Reina. That's Ray Reina's little brother right there. And so he's also listening. And a ver quién más tenemos por aquí. I guess that's pretty much it.
Well, to give back real quick to your grandparents, since you're from Florida, were they playing in Florida or were they playing in Texas?
That's the thing. My grandpas lived in the valley.
Oh, okay.
So they would play over there in the valley.
Yeah.
It's because we have a big family. So we have family here in Dallas. We have family over there in the valley area, and then we have family over there in Florida. So we have a pretty big family.
Oh yeah, being Latino, we all have big families. Even myself, I have family in the valley, in Michigan, and Texas, all over Texas, so all over the United States. Even here, this guy right here, he's not from Texas.
I'm not from Texas. I'm originally from Wisconsin. Born and raised in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. My parents were from Mexico.
No way.
Yeah. So when I moved here in 1989, I came across Daniel back in 94, 95, I think.
Yeah, around there, yeah.
That's when you guys met?
Yeah.
1994?
Yeah,
So
1994.
you guys known each other for a while?
Longer than you've been born.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. I got.
Make us feel old.
Yeah. Where's Ben Gay at? So now, Tejano Mundial. How do you feel about that nomination there?
I just feel blessed for even being nominated. Like I wasn't expecting to be nominated. It was in the afternoon when I was eating a cup of noodles, and I was sitting at the table, and I was listening to some music, scrolling down to see what I could learn, and all of a sudden I just hear my mom yelling, oh my goodness. I'm like, what happened? Like I was already freaking out. She's like, Alize, you've been nominated for 2 awards. I was like, what? I wanted to cry, and I actually did start crying, and I just thought to myself, who would have thought, like, it's just crazy.
Oh yeah,
There's no words for it at all.
It's overwhelming, especially for a young artist as yourself. You like your actual single. How long has it been out?
For about a few months now.
Yeah,
Yeah, just for a couple of months.
Yeah.
3 or 4 months, and you've already getting nominations, and it's good that you're entering the Tejano industry. I don't want to call it like a revamp, but there is a lot of new artists that are coming up, and a lot of new organizations that are starting to recognize, young Tejano artists, like the Tejano Mundial, and we have several different Tejano awards
TTMA.
out there, TTMAs, which have been around for a long time, but I think that's what kind of started these other little small.
Yeah, TTMA
smaller,
actually is one of the original founders of the Tejano Music Awards, and so they're the main ones. But of course, a lot of controversy throughout the years that a lot of artists and new artists were not being recognized. So you have all these other award shows that are actually reaching out to the younger generation and giving them credit, as well, because for many years, you had Gary, Jay, Ram, Joe, and these are the original founders of Tejano music, but everybody's like, hey, well, what about this guy, or what about this girl, so
Yes.
but so now it's to the point where the industry is being more diverse, and it's being more open about recognizing the new talent like yourself. And so congratulations, because man, I mean, she was just on stage a few months ago out there in Houston. Yeah,
That's what I was telling my mom. It feels like it's a dream come true for me, and
then
it's a huge blessing.
And then I told her, because I really didn't know the history, till now. We're getting all the deep, one-on-one of the history and how long you've actually been in the industry and where you're coming from. So I made the call from Houston. I called Stampede. I'm like, hey, bro. I said, I need you to do me a favor. And he's like, what's up? I said, I need you to look up Alize Nino. He goes, well, what is she doing? I said, she's an upcoming female Tejano artist, you know? And so that's when you ended up over there at Luna's. And so I had called Ray from Stampede. I said, hey, do me a favor, look out for her, bro, you know? He's like, all right, cool. Next thing you know, I see her on social media, like, performing with Stampede, you know?
I just want to say, Grupo Stampede, you're awesome.
Yeah, you know?
They're awesome. They made me feel so comfortable when I was performing with them. And I had a blast with them. They're amazing.
Yeah, another legendary band out of the DFW area. So.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
Exactly. So now you're single, and I'm talking about the song. Loca por ti. And I don't know if you knew, but did he compose it or did you write it?
I did not write the song. So the writers were Gil. How do you pronounce his last name? Casares and Robert Reina. Those were the writers, and Nando basically produced the song.
Nando happens to be one of the vocalists for the Cumbia Kings.
Yes.
And so he lives out there in Houston. And so also he was actually surprised too, because he was actually a guest judge on Buscando Talento.
Yeah.
So I'm telling you, bro, she lit it up, man. She lit it up, you know. And that, man, for real. You know.
I started actually following her during when she was doing the Buscando Talento, because I would see it pop up on the social media.
And so so you popped up on social media, and the thing about that everybody was excited about the effort that her mom did, you know, like making a drive from Dallas back and forth to be there for the show. I mean, and we were doing this on, what was it, Tuesday or Wednesdays? No,
I think it was Wednesdays. It was Wednesdays.
Yeah, so I mean, it was a busy schedule for them, and so that made her even more unique, and she stood out even more and caught everybody's attention. Now, we were having guest judges over there throughout the whole show, and we had Shelly Lattis, we had Jaime Dianda, we had Jay Perez also was there. No, Jay Perez was he was on this last one. And then
Jay Perez was a coach in the second season?
On the last season, yeah. No, you weren't there. No, you were on the one before, right? Yeah, you didn't participate on this third one, did you? This last one?
No.
Oh, well, how many did he do? One or two? Three, right?
3 seasons.
Yeah.
I was on the first season.
Yeah, first season. There you go.
First season, everybody.
Yeah. So you got to see Shelly, and then that was an amazing show,
guys,
bro.
That
was amazing.
I cried.
That was amazing.
I literally, like, I met her. It was my first time meeting Shelly, and I was so
starstruck.
Emotional. Yes, starstruck. And I started bawling my eyes out. She's like, oh my goodness, what's wrong? She's like, don't cry. And like, you know, she started cheering me up, and like, oh my goodness, I love Shelly.
See, the thing about Shelly, she had announced her retirement or her walking away from the industry. And so, of course, I have to be an instigator and open up my mouth and say, well, why don't you get on stage and sing? So she got on stage and sang, you know, right here in front of Alize, and was like coaching her, and it was really emotional. And she looked at me and says, DJ Casper, you always do this to me, you know, like that, you know. But
but who was taller? You or Shelly?
I think
you don't have to answer that. You don't have to answer that.
To be honest, I always tell my mom, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of feel insecure about being tall, cause like compared to, you know, to my mom and to a few of my cousins, you know, I'm a bit taller, so I wish I was a bit on the shorter side.
I think taller is good, you know. Yeah, you get to see all the people, and everybody gonna look up to you. Hey. Yeah. So now back to your single Loca por ti, and of course, you know, Nando scoped her out. Also, he was a guest judge, and pretty much, you know, took her under his wing. He has a production and he has a studio as well.
Yes.
And I was actually surprised, bro, because it wasn't within a month, I think, that you went to the studio with him. I think he had the song ready for you.
Yes.
And next thing you know, it's just they put that single out. They were there
Took off.
performing. Yeah, they took off. You know, they're out there in Pasadena, LaPorte, and in different parts of Houston. And so shout outs going out to Nando if you're watching us, bro. Good job.
Shout out to Nando. We love you, Nandissimo. Call him Nandissimo.
Nandissimo. Yeah. So, her single, it has that new flavor, man. The new sound,
the new spark that's out there. That's
exactly
bringing Tejano music back to where it needs to be. So.
Yeah. So we're gonna go ahead and play this single, and then we'll be back and talk some more with Alize. Thanks for hanging out with us, guys. We'll be right back. We're gonna go ahead and feature her single "Loca por Ti." Go ahead and introduce it.
This is my new single, and it's called Loca por Ti, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy it. Much love. Love you guys.
We'll be right back right here on RevolutionRadioDFW.com. Keep it locked in. And we're back, Racita. Muy buenos días, buenas tardes. 22 minutes past the hour, RevolutionRadioDFW.com. Yours truly, DJ Casper, with an exclusive interview. Alize Nino in the house. And man, this just gets more interesting over and over, and now we just found out that you're in the studio again. That's why you're sleepy.
But before we get into that, let's talk about the song that we just heard.
Okay, go ahead.
I mean, of course, we're talking off the air that it has that
it has a new flavor.
Yeah, the new flavor, the nice beat in there that kind of reminds you of like the Cumbia Kings / like remix type of stuff. The songs that are hitting it, and that's very important to have that new sound, something upbeat, and you want to be able to dance to the music. That's the whole reason of releasing songs, unless it's a bolero. But yeah, and so that song has that, and of course the catchy hook and the lyrics. So it's a good overall track, for everybody out there, and I think that's why it's doing so well and getting so many requests here at the station.
Yeah, because it's just it's already a hit, and it didn't even take that long for you to record. After, man, it's just an amazing feeling to see the talent that you have, and it's paying off. Like it's just taking off like a rocket to the moon. Bam, the sky's the limit. You know what I mean? And congratulations on that great track right there.
Yeah, and right now, Dallas, Fort Worth is getting a lot of new attention, with Ray Rayner coming out with some new songs, and of course Monica Saldivar, she hasn't been in the game that long, and she was already nominated for a lot of different awards.
She was nominated in 11 categories. Oh my goodness! Monica is amazing. Monica currently is my vocal coach right now.
Oh, okay.
So she's my kind of like my mentor. And shout out to Monica, for being an amazing mentor and for being there right by my side. And I appreciate you, girl. I love you so much. She's helped me. She's been helping me,
you mature with your voice.
Absolutely,
and working on it.
Yeah, exactly. Knowing where to sing from and stuff.
So. And that's very important, and that's good that that you're taking the time out of your schedule to improve and to put time and into your brand, because I mean you are going to be a brand or a star in this Tejano community. And and it's very important for people to continue to grow and improve themselves and grow over the years.
I agree. It's never too late to improve on something.
Oh yeah.
Never.
Always.
Well, you're brand new to the industry, so I know you're going to mature with an age, and you're gonna bring something totally different. You're already establishing and branding your right? Branding your style, and you're getting coached by people that
some of the best in the industry. You look at Nando's with the Cumbia Kings, and you got now Monica that's been nominated for, she said, 11 awards, and that's probably just on this one showcase, because she's been nominated throughout the couple of years that she's actually been in the business. And so she's getting shown, and now we're talking off air about her new single that she's working on. And who'd you say that you were working with?
I'm currently working with Luis A.G.
Yeah, so he's a Tejano artist actually from Monterrey.
Monterrey.
Yeah, we got some of his music, and we'll be showcasing that here in just a few. So
He's amazing. He really
yeah,
is.
he's another amazing new Tejano artist, and that just goes to show you too. Like he's all the way in Monterrey pushing Tejano music,
Absolutely.
and it's growing. It's getting back to where it used to be back in its heyday, and I expect me personally, I expect it to blow up like it was before, because I remember seeing some of the first Tejano music awards, and they had actors like Paul Rodriguez and Sofia Vergara, like
Edward
all
James
these,
Olmos,
yeah, Edward James Olmos, because Tejano music was, worldwide. It was, super big in California, and of course Texas, and all the way till Milwaukee, Wisconsin, Michigan, Ohio,
Wisconsin.
Chicago. That's where I'm from. Yeah, that's where I'm from. And so, but back then, of course, what the Tejano artists that we learned of was Selena, of course, Emilio.
We got a thing too. La Sombra was from Chicago.
Sombra was from Chicago. Yeah, he actually freaked out when he found out that I was from Milwaukee. So really, man? I was like, yeah, bro, I seen you on Racine.
I said, who would have think Tejano coming from Chicago?
And so, a lot of people that got the opportunity to be the exposure was, of course, Johnny Canales. Johnny Canales also played a big part in the Tejano music industry back then. So there was a lot of outlets, and there was no social media. Right. None back then, and so now the difference is that all this technology, all of this, we're on Facebook Live, we're on on our station app. You have the platform, to make it even bigger. Your music is worldwide now.
That's crazy.
And wait until you get more results in, and you're gonna, of course, acknowledge. We have like somebody from Florida, right? Was your family from Florida that are tuning in? So whoever thought this never happened back in the days? We didn't have that outlet, and we do now. Right. And so, man,
it's just crazy.
When are we expecting the video? Oh. You gotta have video. You gotta do a video. Absolutely. Because that's the new thing. Like if you notice, every kid nowadays is watching everything on YouTube.
That's true.
Like they don't even watch regular TV no more. They just watch YouTube.
Sonia de la Paz says hello.
Yes.
Sonia! Sonia, I love you.
And that's another brand new artist that's making a lot of noise, and that we could see, a bright future for in the Tejano music industry. And I don't know. I mean, the ladies seem like they're trying to take over, because
I think
we got a lot of ladies in the Tejano industry.
The other night, when Sonia de la Paz was in town, I didn't know anything about it until the last minute. She did like how you want to an acoustic. She had an acoustic performance,
and she gave me freaking chills. I had chills everywhere.
And then again, here comes DJ Casper. So I put her on blast. I gave her the mic. I said, "Come here." I said, she goes, "What? Come on, you gonna sing?" Really? And so I put a track on, and remember when you sang that night as well?
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, because Sonia did the acoustic thing, and then Monica was there as well.
They both killed it. Oh my goodness, they gave
me chills. It was a pretty good performance. I wish that I had known of it before, and we could have done something bigger about it, And then of course they recognized Alize, and I got her to sing a song that night as well, and that's just the whole thing about these women are now looking out for each other.
Absolutely, unity.
Oh yeah, and that's great that they're out awesome. Supporting each other. Yeah. And I don't know, you heard the Christian song that they did? You have that one?
No.
It's like
I probably would have melted.
I don't know how many is if it's like 10. It's about 10 different Tejano artists, all female, that are singing on that song. So I have to get that to you. You probably have it in the folder, but.
Sonia de la Paz says she loves you, Chula, and she says she is so proud of you.
Oh, I love you, Sonia. Oh my word, I had texted Demi last night, And I was telling her I'm so freaking excited for her, for Demi, Sonia.
Demi Lovato?
No, Demi Garcia.
I know.
DJ.
Hey, she's from the
DJ.
Dallas Fort Worth area.
Demi, Sonia, Shelly, and Monica. They're gonna be performing Nada de Ti at Tejano Mundial?
Oh, is that the compilation that they have, right? Yeah.
Yes, and I'm so excited.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be fangirling. I'm so freaking excited. I
And see, and that's just the thing about it. The only ones that have done anything like that was Stephanie Montiel, it was Elida and Shelly Lares. They made an album together.
Oh yeah.
And so nobody has done anything like that until now.
Right.
And so Sonia is a part of it, and then Monica's doing something with Sonia, and then, man, now you're gonna be a part of it, and then Shelly, of course, is Shelly's the one that I think put that song together, and it's a great collaboration right there.
Yeah, it's
I'm so
a
excited.
good showcase of talent with young artists and of course the legends that were in there as well. So
absolutely. Hopefully I'm front row to see them perform. I'm really excited.
so
I'm
you'll be,
sorry.
Yes.
So you're a nominee, so you should be towards the front. So.
Yeah. Sonia just mentioned that is 25 females.
Oh, 25. Yeah.
It says aquí estás Tejano.
Unidas and
Unidas.
Cristo. Yeah, that's the name of
Unidas.
the group. Yeah, the song was an English song, but they remade it in Spanish. But yeah, it's a beautiful song.
So beautiful. You guys please check it out. It will give you chills.
Yeah.
Julie Lopez says you look fabulous.
Julie Lopez, thank you so much.
She's from
amiga.
Houston también, right?
She
Yeah.
is from Houston.
Right? Yeah.
Very, very sweet. We actually met whenever I was performing with Nando and the Soldiers at Jose Bar.
Yeah.
Yeah, she came out here and we met, and she's such a sweetheart. We vibed right away, so yeah, she's very, very sweet.
All right, so we're gonna go ahead and showcase another song. We're just gonna play a random song.
Yeah, just from Luis, the artist that she has coming up.
Okay.
Luis A.G.
Luis A.
Yeah, so you can be on the lookout for a new single with this young man right here from Monterrey that's been hitting the Tejano airwaves. So definitely check out his music.
Si nos dejan, nos vamos a querer toda la vida. Si nos dejan, nos vamos a vivir un mundo nuevo.
DJ Casper hanging out with you live in the studio, Alize, Nino. And interesting information that we're getting here, while we're playing the music on the station and stuff. And so now you have another opportunity and to record some more music. Now, your goal, what is your main goal? What is it that you want to share with the fans that are listening right now, the artists that are listening as well? What is your goal as far as being a part of this industry that we call Tejano music?
My goal is to let people know out there that, whether like for me, I used to be bullied a lot in school, so usually I felt like an outcast. I never really felt like I was in like a support group or anything. So it's okay to be different, and it's okay to do what you love and do what you have a passion for, and whether people try to knock you down or not, you just keep doing what you love. And for those kids who haven't pursued their dreams yet, or who are scared to pursue them, just please do them. Do what you love. For me, when I first started out, I was really nervous, and at first I didn't want to put myself out there in the industry at first because I was really nervous. And to me, I had that doubt in my mind, like, no, I'm not gonna make it. Like, there's no point. There's gonna be a lot of comparison. There's gonna be a lot of, people trying to bring you down. But, just do what you love and do what you have a passion for, and accomplish your goal, whatever that is, to do what you love.
Did you ever think that you'd be sitting here talking about everything that you've gone through as far as being how do you say founded in this industry? Did you ever expect this to happen? From being on stage one day with Buscando Talento, and then now you're doing online radio exclusive interviews, and you're getting an opportunity to work with different artists of the industry. Now, did you ever expect that to happen?
No, not at all.
So at this point, everything that you went through, you just forget about it. That's the past.
Right.
You have a new opportunity in life, and to be strong and to actually be a mentor to others that feel that same way that you once felt. And you're now breaking that barrier by doing what you're doing. And this is the love and passion. This was your escape to bring yourself out. And I think it's awesome, man. This is an awesome story, bro.
Yeah, definitely, and especially to be like at the beginning part of, believe it or not, this is history. This is Tejano history,
Mm-hmm.
So you releasing, your first single, now you've become part of the Tejano history legacy. So, we just look forward to see what you bring for the future. But I mean, your niche with one song, I mean, you're part of the Tejano legacy, the Tejano tradition, and part of the genre. Nobody can ever take that away from you. But what you do with it from here, you can continue to grow and make more history.
More history, and
for the city, for the state, for the genre.
Yeah, and the thing about it also, you already you started your own legacy, whether you realize it or not. There's thousands of hundreds and thousands of people listening, and they've noticed you. So you've already established the beginning of your legacy. So that's an awesome story right there.
Oh yeah.
So much.
And it's like it's sometimes people can say this is more like a fairy tale story. This is a dream coming true.
Absolutely.
And you got the heavy hitters. These are, I mean, who does that coming into this industry? And right off the bat, you got the heavy hitters that's supporting you, working with you, wanting to record with you. Now you got Carlos from Negami that wants to record a song with you. And I mean, you got people from Monterrey, like this guy Luis AG. These guys are working with something. And then the possibility with Shelly Lares. I mean, who does that within 6 month range? This is all happening within 6 months.
It's less than that if you consider her singles only. She entered the genre as a professional like 2 to 3 months ago.
Yeah. So who can say that?
Not very artists can say that. So hopefully that just a spark that you'll continue to ride and rise, and be great. Everybody started off, small, and look where they're at now. Like if you witness like Selena's career, like she started off as a little kid, and it took her 10 years to get maybe her first song on the radio.
And you've had it within 3 months.
No, well, she started. She started maybe a couple years ago.
Yeah, a couple years ago, as far as her
singing,
the beginning.
But and I mean, it goes on for everybody. Like even Monica was a little bit faster, but she did her talent shows, and I think she even auditioned at one time for American Idol. And
she sure did.
So she had her little.
She has that picture. She looks so cute. Where she andale Tejano Idol.
And then so she went through hers, and and now she is where she's at. So, and I think it's a lot faster to rise when people recognize talent with all the social media and the electronics that we have now that we didn't have back then. Because back then you would release singles and have to travel to each city and drop off your records or mail them off, and so it was a lot of a lot of legwork back in the days, as opposed to now we can just email you a single and here, play it.
Wow.
Since your iPhone.
No,
Well-
but I was telling my mom, like, I to be honest, it still hasn't quite hit. All of this hasn't even hit me yet. Not yet, at least at the moment. Like, I tell my mom, like, am I dreaming or is this real? Like, no. But it's a huge blessing, and I to everybody that's listening to me right now, again, it's okay to be different. It's okay to have your own flaws, and whatever you're going through, just use it. Use that passion and use it to put in what you love and what you do. That's what I did. I don't know if I can say this on air, but I have depression and I have anxiety. So I've had it ever since I was a little girl. So I've had to deal with that, and I've been on medication ever since I was 5, and I still am.
Yeah.
I'm doing what I love, so thank you so much.
Yeah, I mean, it affects a lot of people. I mean, actually, I have anxiety. My kids have it. Well, my son has it, and but yeah, I've been on medication, but for the last like 2 years, 3 years. But like before, like when we were young, it wasn't enough awareness. Either you were just a bad kid, or you just didn't listen, or you're just shy, that there was no reason, and you would just get yelled at, go out and do. But now luckily, like I said, with modern technology, we can pick up these things and get help for it, get treatment for it. And that's what's good. And that's the point. Like your situation doesn't define you. It's what you make out of it, what you create out of it. And
Absolutely,
and
I agree.
and it's just like everybody comes from somewhere, whether it be poor or rich, but that doesn't define you. It kind of helps mold you and create you, but what you do with it, that's up to you.
Absolutely. And and as soon as like my passion started growing more for Tejano, like I realized this is what I want, this is what I want to do. This is what I love doing, in my hard times I would go to Tejano music and I would just blast my ears with my headphones, listening to Jay Perez, listening to Shelly, listening to Alize, and all these incredible artists. And yeah, I mean, I'm doing what I love, and because of you guys. So thank you so much from the very bottom of my heart. Thank you, and blessings to all.
And that's great. We actually have, a friend of mine. I don't know if he wants me to say it or not, but since we're talking about it, one of the DJs on our show, Chris Knights, like he loves music so much and DJing and MCing, but off the air you talk to him and he stutters. He'll stutter, but when he cracks that mic, he does not stutter one bit.
Wow.
Like, I don't.
It's just
I don't
the
know
mindset.
what it is,
It's
but
the mindset.
it's the mindset.
Right.
When
It's
he
the
gets
mindset.
on, he talks and talks and
Game
talks.
on.
No stutter.
It's just
And
like
that's
what
the
you
same
said about
thing.
me. It's just like you said about me. It's like, Casper, as soon as you get on the air, you have a different voice,
Yeah.
and it's
Casper.
a mindset,
And that's the same with you. Like with singing, once you get out there, you're doing what you love. Like
Yeah.
everything else goes away. It's
See,
just
that's one thing that I noticed about you, without knowing all of this right now, but on stage, man, Shul, like, man, you can, them lungs, bro, and everything. And then so David Olivares and the judges, they would like, well, you did real good and you sound this. I mean, everybody giving, and she just like got so excited, she was like, and I was like, oh, I was like, that was pretty cool, And
she got a
you
big,
so
powerful voice,
much.
and then we interview her. She's like, "Hey,
yeah, I was like, hey, everybody,
thank you for having us."
Did you guess for
And that's the thing,
Yeah, but it happens, but it's a mindset.
part
like
of the
that-
performance.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
you need that.
Yeah, that stage performance, that self-confidence that you enjoy, and that's your zone.
Right.
That's
Exactly.
your getaway spot. And so that's awesome.
Yeah, and it's great,
Thank you
to
so
see you
much.
overcoming, the anxiety and everything that you have out there, because it's different, you know. Like if it'll be different the first time you step on stage, and you know there's 10,000 people in the crowd, and I was nervous the first time I was on a stage in front of 10,000 people, but it's like once I grabbed the mic and I started talking or I started DJing, doing what I do, and it went away, you know, because I'm not, you know, I'm just doing the best that I can do for me, and not really worried about, you know, the crowd or anything out there.
Right.
But yeah,
and that's one thing too I can agree on, because back in the days, he didn't really grab the mic, you know. He was just more behind the scenes, but
right.
you know, he was just monitoring everything.
But
and
still, it's because I normally DJ'd in a lot of big clubs,
yeah,
to where, you know, there was always 2,000 people, and so I would DJ and they would have an MC, so I never taught. So
yeah, but
that's
now,
one of the things that, you know.
He said now it's different.
Yeah, now it's different.
Yeah.
I mean, it has to be different. So all the big clubs are gone, you know. So
yeah.
you know, or the majority of them are gone.
Yeah, pretty much majority is gone. But hey, you know, the industry is still here. There's a lot of Tejano support, not just in Dallas, but San Antonio, Houston, Austin, West Texas, and of course these other cities with their platforms, with the award shows and everything. You know, it's very impressive to see that it's still something happening in this industry, and that, you know, it's there for artists like yourself to take that time and opportunity to showcase yourself. And like Daniel said, you're part of history now. There's no turning back. You know, your name is in the books. You know, Alize Nino. Oh yeah, you know, bam. You know, and now that you have all this, you know, under your belt, you know, it's just like how we say, just keep going. Sky's the limit. You know, and be a leader, not a follower. Make your voice stand out, and just make it happen for yourself. You know. And primero Dios, the blessings are going to continue.
Amen.
So you have an upcoming show, or did that already pass at Robbie's?
Oh, February 12th.
February 12th, everybody.
February
I will
12th.
be
Thanks for
performing
reminding me,
at
bro.
Rob-
I'm like Alize, we're falling asleep. We're like,
I said, if you work there and she's performing there, and I'm the one that has to bring it up.
yeah. You're the one that brought it up. Isn't that funny?
Thank you so much for letting
So-
us know.
Yeah, so that's another project that I introduced to Alize. You know, I said, okay, you know, it's fine that she's doing the track show and everything, but now it's time to start bringing her with a band, backing her up. And good thing for Ari Canales, you know, I talked to him. I say, bro, do me a favor, man. I said, what would it do to back her up, Alize? He goes, man, just have her call me, dude. I got you. I'll help you out, man. And so I talked to Robin, you know, and I told him, hey, bro, I said, I know we got Ari Canales, but is it cool if, you know, Alize can perform? Yeah, man, yeah. You know, right off the bat.
Wow.
So, you know, put it together last minute. So in 2 weeks, February 12th, which is going to be our Valentine's Day dance.
We're already in February?
Yeah.
No
Today's the
way.
first.
Today's the first. Today's the first of the month.
Wow.
So February 12th at the New Robbie's, located in the Luffield area, 2115 West Lovers Lane. It's located off of Harry Hines, the second Robbie's. You know, Ari Canales is going to be performing, and with special guests right here, Alize Nino.
Yeah, so congratulations on that
Thank you
show.
so much. I'm very excited. And this is gonna be my first time singing with the band, so I pray everything goes well. I'm pretty excited.
Yeah, it is. It is.
So come out and see her debut with the band.
Yeah, and we're gonna go live. We're gonna be we're gonna be there. We're gonna be broadcasting live as well.
Nice.
So we're gonna
I'm
film
excited.
it. We're gonna record it. We're gonna do everything, and so we're gonna be right there supporting you 110%.
Thank you
And I just want to say
much.
thank you for giving us, you know, a lot of your time and
No,
very informative, exclusive interview right here. I'm very blessed, and thank you so much.
absolutely.
And as it should be, any young Tejano artists out there that are up and coming or dream of being a Tejano artist, you know,
Please
reach
come
out to
the
us.
table.
Yeah,
It's
come up to the
never
table.
Too late. Never.
Holler at these ladies that are in the game already, that are starting. And, you know, Monica Saldivar actually teaches, you know, professionally vocal classes, you know, as she has Alize. So, you know, I'm pretty sure she would appreciate more students. And we could all use business, and we want to see this industry grow, especially in the Dallas-Fort Worth area. You know, we have a lot of legendary artists, you know, Ray Reyna, Stampede, you know, the list goes on and on. Elizabeth Gutierrez, now Monica Saldivar, now Alize, and There's several bands out there, and we want to increase it. We want to be able to keep Tejano going strong, and we need more artists to help us do that. We don't want it to be the same 4 artists showcased every week. So
yeah, and then this gives her an opportunity also to represent Dallas in other
Yeah.
cities,
Right.
and so vice versa.
Yeah.
It's something. I'm excited. I'm
Much
excited.
needed.
Yeah, much needed. Yes. Well, thank you so much, Alize.
No, thank
A
you.
pleasure for
guys.
having you here with us, and
I
thanks,
had-
Daniel, for helping us out with
Yeah,
the.
Thank you
and-
so much, Daniel.
and before we get out of here, before we get out of this, like, where can people follow you? Do you have a fan page, or do you have a?
Yes, you guys can follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. My sorry.
Go ahead, take your time.
This is part of the learning process. You got to promote yourself
Absolutely.
so everybody knows.
My Facebook is Alize Nino, and my TikTok is official_Alize Nino. So, at official_Alize Nino is my TikTok.
So y'all be sure to add her out there and follow her on social media so you can watch her career as it explodes. For the Tejano music industry. You'll be like, hey, I was following her at the beginning. She was just 2 months in the game. I heard her on Revolution Radio.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I added her on TikTok, and I've been following her ever since.
Oh,
Anything else you want to share before we wrap it up?
I've been wanting to actually say this. And I pray and hope that I can not only inspire people with, me as an artist, but I pray and hope that I can inspire them for me as a person and my music. Because I want to start doing professional songwriting también, and writing down my own lyrics and hopefully putting them down together.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's
write a story behind it. So
Oh, yeah,
we'll
definitely.
see. I pray everything goes
Yeah,
well.
and that's what another part of the music industry is songwriters, and it's great for you to write your own and get your feelings out there on music.
Right.
And for others, especially that may be going through something that you're going through, whether it be, a loved one passing away or a heartbreak or whatever situation, a lot of people really gear to music that has a story and deep meaning behind it. And those are some of the songs that, last forever. So it'll be great to hear what you have to say in a song in the future. So we'll be looking forward to it.
Thank you so much. And guys, thank you so much for having me tonight. I loved it today.
No, the pleasure and honor is ours, and thank you. I mean, this is what we're here for, and this is we just wish you the best. Primeramente Dios, more success, and wishing you the best in this new venture, man. It's gonna be a roller coaster ride. Trust me, you're gonna feel like you're at Six Flags on the Superman ride.
Hey, who knows? You may be performing at Six Flags.
Oh yeah. You might, yeah. Most definitely.
Hopefully, si Dios
So-
quiere, that would be awesome. I'd like to say a shout out to TDK. I love you.
Está friegue. TDK, el mero
Love you,
monte.
TDK.
He likes to
I
feel
miss
special.
you.
You got to hear his name.
I said we're gonna make TDK the president of the fan club.
Yeah.
Nino fan club.
Yeah. So ponte listo, bro. Hey, we're gonna hit you
He's an
up.
honorary member, one of the first.
So, anyways, anything else you want to share?
Just thank you to everybody. Everybody for all the support and all the love, for being there for me, and watching me do what I love to do. And yeah, thank you to everybody, and blessings to everybody. And guys, dreams do come true, and do what you love, do what you have been wanting to achieve. And if you haven't, please take that push and do what you love. It's never too late to start now.
That's right. Never give up.
Absolutely.
It's always got time to go back to school. Always got time to pursue your dreams.
Yes.
Never too late.
Yep.
And so y'all continue to follow this young lady in her journey in the Tejano music industry. And once again, follow her on Facebook, Alize Nino, and TikTok at official_Alize Nino. So y'all follow her and show her some love and some support so you can find out when her next song is out, when her next show is, and continue to support great Tejano music in the industry.
Well, that concludes today's exclusive interview. Thank you so much. Once again, Alize Nino. Make sure you follow on all social media outlets. And thank you for so much. And once again, here's her latest single, Loca Por Ti. Thank you very much. And that concludes our today's broadcast right here on Revolution Radio, DFW.